Kenya's Generation Z are yet again set to express their undying determination in opposing the Finance Bill 2024.
For us, we are ready for a revolution. This generation cannot wait even any single day before we see change. And we are speaking with a loud voice that whoever bothers to hear should listen to us. If you don't listen to us, we will still speak. And we shall not just speak, we'll take actions to make sure that we reclaim our country and that we gain our rightful place in God's kingdom. We owe no one an apology. We do not owe Mr. William Ruto an apology. We do not owe our parents an apology. We are here where we are as a result of their indolence. We have now taken over. On Monday, we are going to the streets. And we are not just going to the streets on Monday. We are even going to fight those members of parliament in their houses. And we shall tell them they either have to listen to us, they shape in or they shape out.
With a new set of demonstrations planned to run for the next week. From Occupy Parliament hashtags to Occupy State House and Justice Forex, the youth have continued to be dynamic in their online presence, with this time coining yet another hashtag, Total Shutdown. A poster widely shared on social platforms revealed that the youth will be undertaking a 7-day protest, which they say is meant to show solidarity for their slain colleague, and also push the government to heed the plight of Kenyans by rejecting the bill, which has since sailed through the second reading. Protests, scheduled from June 21 to June 27, 2024, aim to express widespread public discontent with the bill, which critics argue imposes undue financial burdens on ordinary Kenyans.
Yes. There is no time to waste. We cannot waste any single day when our future is being ruined. Sure. We cannot waste a single day when we are not assured of a meal in a day. We cannot waste any single moment when our children are not able to go to school. We cannot lead and usher in the kind of experiences our parents have brought us with. We must promise our children a better future than what we were given by our parents. Oh, yes. And the only way to do this is to make sure that we bring into place a government that is accountable, a government that is transparent, a government that obeys the rule of law, a government that observes the human rights, and a government that is responsive to the plight of the people. We are telling this government, we are going to put into test Article 1 of the Constitution. Power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. And they shall exercise that power directly. They came to Parliament. They asked us to give them our views. We sent them memorandums. We appeared in the public participations, but they have given us a dead ear. If you do not listen to us, what do you expect us to do? We have attempted to ask you to listen to us. You have given us a bad check. A check that is written that there is no sufficient funds in that bunge. So how bunge wajitayarishe? We shall not only occupy Parliament, we shall even occupy the constituency offices.
Sub-county offices.
Kwa hivyo watu siku ya Jumatatu, na nyinyi wazazi wetu tunawaomba, kuna kijana yenu mmoja ameuawa na askari. Hata nyinyi lazima muingie katika hii maandamano. We are requesting that you have a go-slow as we mourn this hero, as we mourn this Democrat. We expect that those people who are working in the offices, our parents, will have a go-slow, whether you're working in the public sector or you're working in the private sector. We do not have any kind word for Zakayo. Tunasema, Ruto must fall. Ruto must fall. And he's not falling because of anything else, because he's not a president that this country can wait or deserve to have any single moment. Thank you.
You see, the Churundun, they are not necessarily against the finance bill or the government taxation. They are against misuse of public resources. It's not fair to them when a minister of this government cannot go to Nakuru in a motor vehicle. He must have an helicopter. Okay? He must have an helicopter. It's not fair to these children when somebody going to Naivasha, you cannot come in a vehicle. You must have an helicopter. We are saying that remove all these helicopters. Okay? Let's have something called prudent financial management. They are asking for strategic application in budgeting, strategic application of their resources. So for us, if we don't listen, this young man who was speaking here, we don't listen, we will invite a revolution. I'm asking our government to listen.
Tunasema namna hii, tarehe 7 mwezi wa 7 sote pamoja Azimio Coalition tumetangaza tutakuwa barabarani. Na hii Nakuru.
On Friday, protesters were called to gather at City Mortuary and attend Juma prayers at Jamia Mosque. They are encouraged to provide water to those leaving the prayers, symbolising support and solidarity. Day 2, Saturday, June 22. At midnight, all bars and clubs frequented by Generation Z are urged to halt their music for a national crescendo of resistance against President William Ruto and the Finance Bill. This action is designed to capture the attention of the younger population and highlight their role in the protest movement. Sunday, June 23, protesters have been urged to advise to deplatform politicians who voted in favour of the bill in their local churches. The aim is to prevent these politicians from speaking in religious spaces, thus emphasising the community's rejection of their actions. Day 4. Monday, June 24. Activists have been encouraged to visit the offices of MPs who supported the bill to express their disapproval directly. They are instructed to tell these MPs to continue as they are, but to boycott their businesses and ostracise them socially. Mondays are usually set aside by MPs to visit their constituency offices and tend to their voters. Protesters have called for the collection of signatures to initiate a recall of MPs who support. Tuesday, June 25. A national strike dubbed a Parliament has planned. Protesters have been encouraged to resume the anti-finance bill protests in different counties.
MPs, you shall experience the roughest time you have never experienced at any other time. Tuna mambo mengi ya kuambia, kuleni na mkumbuke tulisema mkae Nairobi. Kuanzia leo tumetangaza ya kwamba sisi watu ya Nakuru ni mayatima. Hatuna MPs, hatuna uwakilishaji, wachaneni na sisi, msituite hizo mikutano zenu, sijui mikutano ya sijui munaitaga aje, hiyo munasemaga, marafu munaandika makaratasi munapitisha. We don't want that nonsense. We are so sick, we are so tired, na hatuchoki, na barabara tutaenda hadi muende manyumbani. Kura ni yetu, kura ni sisi, sisi ndio wananchi. Kwa hayo tu.
Kwa majina naitwa Cynthia Wanini. Kwa majina naitwa Cynthia Wanini, and I am here representing every young lady, every young person, every young man in this country. Wakati wa jana ama siku ya jana tulitokea kwenye streets. We were there on the streets of Nyeri, we were there in the streets of Nakuru, of Nairobi, of every county in this country. But our members of parliament, our leaders did not see it as a call for concern. Our president himself did not see it as a call for concern. And we are here requesting, or we are here demanding for the act of democracy as per the Constitution of Kenya to be exercised in this country. Democracy means that this is a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, and we cannot see that as of now. Kwa wakati kama huu tunaweza simama na tuseme ni dictatorship, because why is it that the voices of thousands and thousands, of 55% of the population of Kenya, that is our youth, we are the ones who are on the streets, and yet it was not deemed fit, or it was not deemed as important of a matter in this country. Therefore, we need to chart the way forward as a country. We need to chart the way forward as the young people, and we must return this government to the people, and it must be for the people, and it must be by our own people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Philip Mwaura, na mimi pia niko hapa kuwakilisha wale ambao wako umri wa kati, the middle aged group. Na mimi ningependa kusema ya kwamba jana Wakenya walizungumza kupitia watoto wao, vijana katika nchi mzima, wakawasiliana na president na wawakilishi wetu wa constituencies, lakini walikataa kusikiza huo mwito wao. Ile kitu ambayo tumeona ni kwamba hii serikali imeanza kuexercise kitu kinaitwa parliamentary dictatorship. Na mimi ningependa kuwaambia wabunge, mnaendelea kufurahia kwa sababu mmepewa nguvu kwa sababu ya wingi wenu kuexecute parliamentary dictatorship. Lakini if by any chance muende tuingie wakati mwingine tuwe na uongozi wenye tuko nao saa hizi, itakuwa sasa ni presidential dictatorship. That is the trend that is being prepared. Hiyo ndio barabara ambayo inatayarishwa. Kwa kwamba saa hizi kama Wakenya tuko na parliamentary dictatorship, na tumeiona jana baada ya vijana kuongea na wananchi kuongea mkakataa. Sasa mnataka kutaalisha huyo mwingine akuwe presidential dictator. Na sisi kama Wakenya tumesema ya kwamba sisi hapa Nakuru hatuna viongozi kwa sababu hawakusikiza sauti zetu. Na Wakenya pia ningependa kuambia, kwa sababu ni pesa zilitumika kwa hawa wabunge wote kulazimika kupitisha mswada wa fedha ambao haukuwa unaungwa mkono na Wakenya. Tunajua ya kwamba tunapokaribia 2026 na 2025, hii pesa mutakuja kuleta kwa wingi kununua wananchi. Lakini tunaambia wananchi, tafadhali msisahau ile njia ambayo mnapitishwa sasa hivi, kwa sababu mtakuja mpewe pesa tukikaribia uchaguzi. Msahau ya kwamba kuna shida mlikuwa mnapitia wakati mlikuwa mmepandishiwa kodi, alafu mjikute mmeingiza hiyo serikali. Tunasema tusimame kwa kauli moja, tuungane mkono na vijana ambao wameongea na wamesema ya kwamba wanataka kutetea wazazi. Tuseme ya kwamba hii serikali yote lazima tuipeleke nyumbani. Kama ni hapa Nakuru, wabunge wote 11 inaonekana hawakilishi wananchi, wanawakilisha mahitaji yao wenyewe. Kwa hivyo tutaanza safari ya kutafuta viongozi ambao watakuja kuwakilisha wananchi ambao waliwapigia kura, na hiyo ndio barabara ambayo itaweza kurejesha nchi katika sehemu ambayo ilikuwa. Asanteni.
Haya, mimi maoni yangu. This man is rushing so much.
A law-making process. Amendments to the bill will be moved, and MPs will vote for the individual clauses in the bill before it proceeds to the third reading, where the final vote will take place. Day 6. Wednesday, June 26. Protesters have dedicated this day to seeking justice for Rex Masai, one of the protesters allegedly killed by police. Day C, 16/20. Protesters plan on blocking major roads leading to Nairobi and march to State House, demanding a meeting with President Ruto to address their grievances. The poster circulating on social media highlights the severity of the public's response, noting that peaceful protests have been met with violent police actions, resulting in deaths and injuries among demonstrators. As the protests continue, the Kenyan government faces increasing pressure from its citizens, who are adamant that their voices be heard and their concerns addressed.